Good morning, friends. We are studying the transportation in plants. In the previous video, we had discussed about the root pressure. This slide we had already discussed in the previous video. Here it is the root system of the plant, and these roots they are in direct contact with the surrounding soil solution. So, as the concentration of water is more in the surrounding soil solution, here it is that is anatomical section of the root that we have taken. Here it is a surrounding soil solution which is having the higher concentration of water molecule, so that more and more water from the surrounding soil solution will enter in the cells of this root hair zone. Root hair zone. From this root hair zone, water will enter in the cortex by means of the increasing turgidity or by means of the root pressure. What is the root pressure? The pressure which is exerted by the turgid cell on the wall of the surrounding cell. That is nothing but the root pressure, and it is called root pressure because it is exerted in the root cell. As the root zone of the plant, it is in direct contact with surrounding soil solution. So because of the root pressure, more and more water will enter up to the xylem, which is the centrally placed tissue. Xylem and phloem, these are the most important tissues in the plants, and xylem is the water conducting tissue and the phloem is a food conducting tissue. We have to discuss phloem later on. So more and more water will enter in the xylem, and now these xylem tissues, they are in the form of a long pipe, and it extends from the root to up to the shoot of the plant. In the previous slide we will see it. Yes, here it is the plant, one of the plant which is the roots, they are buried in the soil. Here it is the surrounding soil solution. So more and more water will enter in the root, and as the water it enters in the xylem tissue, because of the root pressure, water will enter in the upward direction. Because the xylem tissues, they are in the form of a long pipeline. The wall at the adjacent xylem cell, it will get disintegrate and it form a long pipeline. Friends, xylem is a dead tissue in case of the plant. It is a dead tissue. Xylem, now I am telling you about the xylem, which is asked in the next question. Xylem is also called as the wood of the plant. Which tissue is called as the wood of the plant? Wood means lakud. And the xylem tissue, whenever the plant it become dead, at that time all other tissues, that is the cortex, epidermis and all other tissues, they get disintegrated. But xylem tissue is the tissue that is preserved because it is a sclerenchymatous, it is a hard tissue, and this xylem tissue, it is responsible for the upward movement of water. It is responsible for the upward movement of water, and this root pressure, it is responsible for the transport of water in case of the small size plants like rose, the ocimum. All these are the small size plants which are present in our locality, and in this plant root pressure, it is sufficient to move the water for the movement of water from the root to up to the top of the plant. But what happens in case of a very big size trees? For example, a mango tree is there. Next slide. Next. Mango tree, banyan tree, which are the big size trees. So in such a types of a tree, next slide we have to see. Yes, look at here. What happens in case of these big size tree? Whether this root pressure is sufficient for the transport of water? No. In case of this big size tree, there are some trees, some pines are there. Pines means a gymnosperm, which are growing at a very large height. Pinus, Pinus, cupressus, these are the plants which can raise to several feet from the soil level. So in such a plant, whether root pressure is sufficient? No, root pressure is not sufficient to pull the water in upward direction. So in such a condition, there is one another force that is acting, or that is responsible for the transport of the water, and that is nothing but the transpiration. Now what is the transpiration? झाडाची सावली कशी लागते? थंड लागते. का लागते? उन्हाळ्यामध्ये झाडाची सावली ही थंड लागते. गरम लागायला पाहिजे ना, उन्हाळा आहे, बट what happens in case of the plants? The evaporation of water from the aerial part of the plant, it takes place continuously, and that is nothing but the transpiration. That is the transpiration. Now we will make the definition of a transpiration. You can write it in your notebook. The excessive evaporation of water from the aerial part of the plant, it is nothing but the transpiration. The excessive evaporation. Now look at here the word excessive evaporation. Excessive म्हणजे अतिरिक्त, अनावश्यक. Okay, excessive evaporation of water from the aerial part. Aerial part means those part of the plant which is above the soil level. That is called as the aerial part of the plant, and that is nothing but the transpiration. If the transpiration does not take place, the wilting of the plant takes place. झाडं सुकून जातील. Transpiration is also called as a necessary evil. Necessary म्हणजे आवश्यक. Evil means राक्षस किंवा दानव, दृष्ट प्रवृत्ती ज्याला आपण म्हणतो. आता या ठिकाणी व्हॉट इज द मिनिंग ॲट दिस इन दिस सेंटेन्स? द ट्रान्सपिरेशन इज अ नेसेसरी एविल मीन्स because of the transpiration the evaporation of water takes place, or the maximum loss of water is there. Maximum loss of water is there, so that it must be harmful for the plant. But at the same time, as the evaporation takes place, as the transpiration takes place, plant does not die. Plant cannot die because it get the continuous flow of water. It get the, and this is I am telling for your competitive. This is not given in a book. Detailed study of transpiration is also not given in a book. But for your preparation of the competitive, you should know what is actually the transpiration. Why it is called as a necessary evil. Necessary evil of the plant. So what happens during the transpiration? Now we are moving towards our that transport of water. In case next slide I want to show. Yes, this slide. In this slide, look at here. This is the magnifying picture of the stomata. Now what is the stomata? Firstly we should know what are the stomatas. Stomata are the openings which are present on the leaves of the plant. On the ventral surface of the leaves, the stomata are present. Stomata are nothing but these are the openings which shows the opening and closing. We show the opening and closing, and through this stomata maximum evaporation of water it takes place. And as more and more water from the cells of the leaves it get evaporated, it can take the water from the surrounding cell. In the next slide it is shown. This is the stomata. Yes. So this is the leaf part. Here magnifying from the leaf. These pictures we had got from the internet. This is a big size any mango tree or any other banyan tree like tree, and here the xylem tissue is there, which is continuous from the root to the stem region, and here these are the leaves. On the leaves, the stomata they are present, and through these stomatal cells, stomata is made up of two type of cell: guard cell and subsidiary cell. You have to note down in your notebook. Okay, stomata are made up of the guard cell and the subsidiary cell. Through this guard cell, as a loss of water is there in the air, so that these guard cell they takes the water from the surrounding cell. They takes the water from surrounding cell, and these subsidiary cell they again take the water from surrounding cell by the same process, by the increase and decrease of the concentration of water. And in this way, the water from this xylem tissue, look at here orange color shown, it is a xylem tissue. This water is again taken up by the leaves. It is taken up by the leaves, and in this way more and more water from the root is absorbed by the shoot system, and this is just because of the transpiration pool. Transpiration pool is a pressure which is exerted by the cells of the leaf to the neighboring cell, so that more and more water is absorbed, and in this way the water will move in a upward direction, and this transpiration pool is responsible for the movement of water in a large size trees. These stomata they shows the opening and closing during the night time. The stomata, they are open and they absorb the more and more water from the surrounding cell. Friends, not more information is given about the transpiration pool or transpiration. Actually, it is a very lengthy and a long process. Here ends our the transportation of water, only the water. In the next video, we will see the transport of the food material. Thank you.